All right, guys, welcome to the first video for Pat on the Back Nine. I tried shooting a couple of these out on the course, like on an actual golf course, but realized I'm shooting the wrong type of video. These things, they fucking sucked. They were absolutely terrible. So I built a 6-hole chip shot challenge in my yard. It's a par 15 course. We're going to see how it goes. I played a practice run on a couple of the holes yesterday. I think it's going to be way harder than I expected. There's a decent chance I've set myself up for failure here, but we're going to see how this thing fucking goes. Okay, so we're here at hole one. I just called it easy peasy because it should be easy peasy. Every hole is a 5-gallon bucket. We're shooting to that. It's a straight shot, but I don't know. I don't like my odds on this one. Okay, we're not off to a great start. The first ball, I sculled straight past the hole. So this is supposed to be a par two. We're already in hardcore bogey territory. It's not going to be a good time today. Bogeys. All right. Well, I managed to shoot fucking a 5 on a par two out of the gate. So we're already 3 over through one hole. This is going to be harder than I thought. Okay. So now we've got hole two, par three, just called left turns because it's got a big left turn. We could either go laying up or you could take a hero shot over the top, but you're not going to know where the ball is going to go. I thought that was going in for a second. This is for par on this hole, which would really help us through the whole thing. Yeah. Well, we were in good shape. We were set up perfectly to make par. We are 7 over through 2 holes. Terrible start. Okay, we're here at hole 3. It's a par 2. Pretty easy. Just It's just the backyard striper. It's a straight shot. It's definitely doable in one. A better golfer would do this in one. I'm not gonna blasted by it again. I'm gonna concede. I've conceded on hole 3. It was a par 2. I just shot a 6 on it and still haven't made it. Blasted right by it again, which means it's at least 2 more shots to get in the hole. I may have made this harder by a wide margin than I can handle. So we're about to hit hole 4. Before we do that, we're going to give an update. Hole 3, we just had our first official concede of the backyard chip shot challenge. I was on pace to shoot an 8 at best. So I'm conceding and giving myself an 8, which brings me to 3 holes. I have shot a 20. Par is 15. So it's not looking great. Hole 4, I just call it the trench because there's a little bit of a trench around the shed. And it's a short shot. It's a par 2 because we're not going to do a par 1. Like, it's stupid. But honestly, if you overshoot at all, you're at least at a 3. It's been way harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so on the trench, we managed to shoot a 4, which is 2 over, which is a double bogey, which is somehow an improvement on what we've been doing so far. Our next hole is just called Suey Background because my old beater car that I don't care about, we put the bucket right next to it, like right up against it. So we might try and just hit the car. That this is a par 3. Hit the car and should set us up in a good spot. Okay, we completely hooked that one. It went straight to the left. We're gonna have to hit. We're gonna have to hit a shot because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that ball. That may have gone. That could have ricocheted off a piece of wood and straight into the woods. There's no telling where that thing is. So we're gonna have to tee off hitting 3 off the tee. This hole is par. Fuck. Way better. Let's go. We just hit a 6 on hole 5. But you gotta feel good about it because the way that hole went, if I hadn't hooked the first shot and had to be in that position, that would have been the first par of the day, which is like, better late than never. I'll take a hole 5 par every day of the week. Okay, so now we've got hole 6, by far the hardest hole of the day, which is not looking good for me. Called it the Kingslayer because it's so easy to fuck up. Basically, we're shooting here, shooting over that little gullet right over there, right in between, right here, right there, right in between those two. We're going up and over into the back where the turn of the second hole was. That's where our hole for this shot is. You shoot it blind from here. There's a lot of shit you can get stuck in. This could be a real dire straits to this fucking whole thing. This is bad. We're gonna do a little bit of hero ball, see if we can fly straight over everything and get this in 2, because this is a par 3. The smart thing to do would be hit across the driveway and then hit over everything. But we're just gonna try and hit over everything straight off the tee. A better golfer can do it. I probably can't do it, but we're gonna try. Shanked it. Okay, once again, hit a terrible shot. I've been hitting the sand wedge all day, switched to a pitching wedge. Every time I do that, I suck. So now we have to try and hit from across the street. Thank God there were no cars going by. It I'm t Going across the street was so far off my mind, I didn't even think that cars would be going by. It's so far away from the direction the ball is supposed to go. Now, in my defense, it got caught up in a tree and hit the driveway and then bounced across the road. So it's not like I hit it straight over there, but now I gotta go try and find this ball, hit across the across the road through 2 sets of trees just to even be in play for par. This hole is no joke. I've completely avoided the obstacle of going over, which is cool, but that was not the plan at all. Okay, couldn't find my ball, so I have to drop. But I am going to keep it across the street as true to a lie as we could, because I know I went across the street, it's just caught up in the weeds. not really the best camera angles for this, so we'll see what we get. We have to shoot across the street all the way down into that gully over there just to have a shot. You can't even see the bucket, but it's back there. This just became by far the toughest shot. It already was hard. I think it's harder now. This I might lose another ball. Give you guys an update on this one because just the camera angle was never gonna be something that we could capture this whole shot on. We've landed in a decent spot, but but it's just I don't know that it's playable. This is the ball here. I, there's the hole. Here's the how am I supposed to We're already shooting like a 30. If I had made that shot, I think it would have been a 33 on a par 15 that I built. So, yeah, I guess we punch out and then try, try and chip it in. Almost made that. Fuck. I don't know if that's playable. You can't afford another drop on this. It's not playable. It's not playable. Fucking goodness. Hit the rim of the bucket, bounce away. Fuck off. This has got to be the one, right? Right. God damn it. Okay, this Kingslayer hole has really fucked me up. I'm currently, because of drops, we're shooting an 11 on a par 3. We're gonna dude, if I don't make this in 2 more swings, I might have to concede this hole on a 13. We're shooting over a 40 right now on a par 15 that I built in my yard. I've lost 2 balls. This is fucking crazy, dude. Dude, honestly, thank God it's over. Okay, so we ended with a 15 on the last hole. It was so ridiculous. I don't know why I struggled this so much. It was a par 15 course that I built. First time ever playing it officially all the way through. I shot a 45 in my backyard. I lost 2 balls. I had countless drops. We're lucky we didn't hit a car or someone walking by at one point. Dude, it's been a lot of fun. I don't know what to do to get better at this challenge. It was a fun challenge, but this is definitely for a much better golfer than I am. So we'll see how round 2 on this goes. I don't even know if I can manage to do that. And when I'm ready, dude, when I'm ready, we'll see how this goes. I'm sweating way more than I should be. This has been really tough, but it's been a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go like, subscribe, check out the podcast, pat on the back. But we're gonna be making a ton more of these golf videos. I don't know. Next video, we might just try and do something easier somehow and just be like, let's just see if we can break one of my course records. Like, let me shoot a new low score at this golf course. But that's the show for today, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out, coming along for the ride. It's been way harder than I thought, but it's been a ton of fun. So thank you guys so much.